we might be capturing the moment already. I'm just trying to get our podcast to be different. Like instead of like how they always do the the cards. They gotta read and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man, it gets boring to me, bro. I was like, I was like, screw that, dude. I'm just gonna record it like however everybody wants to hop on. That's fine with me. Especially when I see like a lot of those the young ones, the content creators for YouTube and all of them.
Yeah.
Bro, some of them just record like ghetto as heck, but man, they got a lot of views.
A lot of them are scripted too.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah. Well, I mean, not the person they're interviewing, but like what you said, they kind of write down what they're gonna ask, and you
Mm-hmm.
know they don't just go with the flow.
Yeah.
My dear little podcast, my libre,
Uce Libre.
Uce libre.
Tell me what you think, Goose.
It's
What's your
good.
thought? What's your thought on it, man? On the topic, brother?
I mean, you guys are both right, man. I mean, I'm just laughing. You know how Tashi, I mean, Uce libre. My bad.
Nah, I believe
Uh,
that too.
how Uce libre is like, we don't want money, and you're like, you speak for yourself, Uce.
Yeah, man. Speak for yourself, Goose. I've been on this grind, baby.
You can pay me though. Now he's right though. The Rock. I think he needs to do some, for his people, man. But
Yeah, man. That's just and the thing is, I don't see a lot of podcasts talk about that part. You know what I mean? Kakoiro
yeah,
sa more we kakoya nga like support. You know what I'm saying? Like you do us dirty and stuff, we still gonna love you. You know what I mean?
Why, tell me why the sky's blue. Tell me why this money is green. Now Lord, please, tell me why I do these things to make T-Line yell at me. They kick me out of church, cause I just don't listen. Always fall asleep when the preacher is preaching. Not my fault, I do love God, but on Saturday nights I be all up on God. Trying to save the world with the homies. My KD.
Hey man, welcome to another episode of the Uce Podcast. I'm your host, Tony Moore, and this podcast is based off of just bringing content creators. What is it? Business owners, small business owners. Who else? Entrepreneurs. The jizz, man. For those that are always chiming in. But yeah, man, I like to just bring my friends and family, man. This right here, this next guest that we have for today is a good friend, is a good family member of mine, man. And I've been telling this guy to get on, but he's been busy. So we finally have the opportunity, y'all. For those that don't know, well, actually, my man already has a lot of followers, so we're gonna have a lot of conversation, man, because I like your stuff on YouTube. But Sally, I never even asked you off the air. So are we going with Ace or Esera? Well, I mean, how you like to be introduced?
You call me whatever you want, man. But most people know me by Ace.
Ace. Give it up for Ace, everybody. My man Ace is in the house. Some of y'all might just know my Uso from, you know what I'm saying, his TikTok and his YouTube. Well, mainly for me, I see you on TikTok and a lot of comedy stuff that you do. You know what I'm saying? And then my man is also like, especially when you be jamming on your guitar. Us, I love when you do that. Us.
I
Sometimes,
appreciate it,
bro.
bro.
I don't mean to sound gay, but sometimes I go to sleep just listening to your music, bro. You know what I'm saying? Totally. How does Kanka say it? No homo, or pause. You know what I'm saying? But for
No homo.
reals, yeah, man. But man, my man right here, man, to me, he's a content creator. You know what I'm saying? But what are you doing, man? That's my first question. So you just popping it out there, bro. You just being yourself, because that is a Sarah that I know. You know what I mean? Like you just automatically funny, brother. What made you
Yeah,
start
man.
all that, man?
A couple years ago, I kind of stumbled on TikTok about 2 years ago. My brother's son, Zay. He was showing me a video, and I was like, "Oh, what is this?" And when I downloaded it, man, I started seeing all these Samoan content creators, and I kind of just piggybacked off of them, and I kind of see what they do, and then I was trying to figure out a way to create my own. And then I think it all started from the guitar. I started singing a few songs, and I think I did one song. It was a Neva song. When I did that song, it was Tulili. And man, I woke up in the morning. You know, when you get like 99 plus notifications on TikTok, I was like, "Whoa, what's all this?" I think I got like 1,500 followers immediately the next day. So I started doing the singing still, and then I kind of noticed I think it's getting kind of boring for people. Maybe they want to see something different. And then I think the one that kind of got me more was I did one where if you send the wrong Samoan guy to take a seat, see alofa.
Yeah, I seen that one. Uh-huh.
So from that one, then it kind of blew up, and then my whole teeth situation. I was like, hey man, you know me, I'm not Ma or anything like that.
Yeah, we'll get into that one down the road, but yeah, keep going from the beginning, one of us. Yeah, yeah.
It's just kind of went from there. I started thinking about all these real content creators who are in the millions, and it's got to be like a 24/7 job, man. Because it's hard to think of new things, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you just get stuck. Like writer's block.
Yep.
Sometimes you just kind of run out of ideas. So, like right now, that's why I have like a long drought right now. I haven't made a video in a minute. But yeah, man, it just started from there.
Man, but when you drop it, Uce, man, yeah, you're right, bro. It hits in the 100,000. I'm like, this motherfucker, man. I know the coconuts ain't on hip on the podcast, bro, but it's just the thing I enjoy doing. You know what I'm saying? On the podcast side, but I see a lot of people on the TikTok ones, man, and yeah, man, you're comedy, bro, and then you're singing. I mean, this guy is just, for the listeners of Why Uce, especially not the non-coconuts, man. When you see my man, y'all will start seeing what we're talking about. It's that Polynesian Samoan comedy. You know what I mean? So it's a different kind of thing, man. So the question is, so are you considering yourself a content creator, or is that just something hit and miss?
No, I don't label myself as a content creator. I'm not on social media like that. Just like everybody else, you gotta. I mean, I don't make money off of TikTok or anything like that, so it's not a priority. But yeah, man, when you're off, you come home, mix a bucket. And so that's where a lot of the ideas come. I'm sitting there mixing my bucket, and I'm trying to figure out what's going to be my next video. And as I'm mixing, my phone is actually all my videos. My phone is most likely leaning on my ava bucket. So right behind my phone is my ava bucket, and that's where most ideas come. But it's not anything where I'm thinking all day about it. Oh man, what am I going to do? It's really when I have downtime, man. That's it.
So with that said, so you definitely you don't follow how Palangis are, man. They're able to capitalize on stuff, right? And every not just white people, Palangi is white. That's what we say it in our language. But then all the other nationalities, man, they know how to capitalize on it. You never followed that 10,000K following thing? Because you're already past that to where you can actually get monetized.
No, I haven't. I don't even know what that is, to be honest.
So what that is like for your content, right? When the likes that you get, and then you get comments, and then people repost your stuff, you know what I mean? For just one video, you're going to get paid off of that. There's a certain bracket off of that. And then you have to register. That's why I wanted to get a lot of you coconuts. So I thank you to my Uce Ace here, but I forgot to mention that to Smack and Coconut Uce when they were on the platform, because I really want to recruit a lot of our people to realize, suddenly, do you realize you already passed the threshold to where you can actually make money off of what you're doing, and you don't even have to do that much. You just be yourself, you upload, but you might as well get paid doing it too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think because there's a lot of coconuts on TikTok that are probably making money. Mm-hmm. And if I'm being honest, man, I think it would have been nice for them to, kind of, make videos about it and be like, hey, all my coconuts out there, I'm making money, here's an opportunity for you to make money. You know what? And kind of guide us,
Yeah.
Because this is the first time I'm hearing it from you.
Yeah.
Why Uce is over here telling me about this? But how many coconut content creators I follow on TikTok? I've never heard anybody mention
Nobody
anything like
claiming
that.
it. Yeah, especially
No,
you got them Usos from Australia, right? What is this? Big Uso or something like that? Us Gang. Those guys
Uce
are
game.
getting monetized. They're definitely getting paid and all that stuff. But New Zealand, Australia, yeah, the Samoans out there, big ups to y'all. They doing it right. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? They're doing it right, but that's the thing. That's where I think the platform for the Uce podcast comes in is to bring folks like you that don't even realize that what you're doing, bro, you can actually make money off. You know what I'm saying? And to capitalize off the followers that you have, because sometimes you just gotta every now and then leave your message. Because remember, there's one where you start talking about besides the teeth thing, but there was one that you did with the whole what is it? It complained night that you had to put your own two thoughts in it, and then the fact that people was talking about the same thing. It had something to do with like Samoans drama, whatever that was. So I think it had to do with the how Samoa was trying to claim that we're different, American Samoa. I think that's one of those arguments that you had to put your 2 cents in. Was I right about
uh,
that?
but yeah, I kind of put my 2 cents in quite a lot of.
Quite a lot of stuff, and then you get a lot of comments and engagement over
Yeah,
that, right?
because our coconuts, our coconut people, man, we love them, but they love to argue, bro.
Yeah,
We love to argue. When there's always two sides, and I think the one you're talking about, because growing up in American Samoa, bro, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I felt like a lot of people in American Samoa were kind of racist to people from Western Samoa, bro.
oh yeah,
You know,
you
and,
ain't lying about that, bro.
and that's where that thought process came from. But nowadays, it's not much. I love how it is nowadays. Nowadays we're one, but I've seen a lot of our people back home. I for sure every time something happens.
Yeah, the
You know, you know,
stigma. Yep.
I for sure and I never liked the idea that our people would say stuff like that. Like, man, that's so stupid mindset that they had back then. They kind of racist back then, bro.
Mm-hmm. Could
But
it be
now,
that it
now,
was also ignorance and stuff? Just the fact that
yeah,
you know,
it was mainly ignorance because a lot of people from American Samoa we I think we felt privileged, that we get, people from West Samoa come in looking for opportunities, and then they come and stay with your family
yes,
and mainly what they do is, the mobanga and stuff like that. So I think a lot of people looked at them as as low class people,
mm,
but man, these are just people looking for opportunities, man. And it's sad that I see some people giving them the opportunity, but at the same time, they don't treat them good,
yeah,
you know. But yeah, that was one of the topics that kind of blew up back then. I think the other one was about the pea, a lot of people chimed in on that one, pecado burong huele caro pea. That
mm,
was, but that one's everywhere. Everybody's talking about that one. To
yeah.
each its own,
To each its own, man. Like I like any profile, have a picture on their profile and you can actually see, but say, okay,
I
I
know.
like comment, I like blank my mail, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's part of social media.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
man.
and and when you
Carry
make
on.
these videos,
Hmm.
like because a lot of people would ask me, like even my wife, she reads the comments that people, and a lot of them are pretty, you know, demeaning, and you know, like I'll never forget one comment. One guy said, either he's a meth mouth or it's like naedlo,
Mm,
and for me, I kind of laughed at it, but like someone like my wife to see it, it kind of hurt her, for someone to say that to me. But when you make these videos, you got to be prepared for those kind of things, and you got to take it. you can't be offended because I'm throwing myself out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you putting your face out there.
I'm like making fun of myself already. So why am I gonna get mad if someone else is making fun of me? They end up following you at the end of the day though.
Yeah, they do, man. Some of them just get on. So they call that troll. I just learned that.
Yeah,
I just learned that. It was something just like because I was barely tell you that's why I ain't got no followers like that. It was because I've just started since I started getting engaged with the podcast. Then I realized, tell you, I need to start creating these profile accounts and just start rolling off of that. Because I enjoy having these conversations. And my whole goal was to also just talk to you're one of the main ones that I also looked at, like, oh, I'm gonna get Esera on here, I'm gonna get all the yada 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 people on here. So, to share your thoughts so the rest of us can get to know where your thought process was at. Because a lot of times when stuff goes through and hits in social media, it's really just an authentic thing. It's nothing that was planned, it's nothing that was written. It's just that people enjoy whatever they put out there, if that makes
right.
sense.
Yeah, yeah. So, TikTok, social media is definitely it's a cruel road, in the social media platform. And when you push videos out, you just gotta, you gotta be prepared for for the negative feedback. You take the negative as well as you take the positive. But yeah, but I love social media, man. It's all of us. We're bored, man. When like your lunch breaks, man, that's all everyone does. Let me check out some TikTok videos. Back then it was Vine, bro. Like I used to love the Vine videos. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh, I wasn't on Vine, bro. I don't remember it.
So man, that's when I kind of fell in love with these little short, funny videos. It was through Vine. But when TikTok took over, man, I hear we're losing TikTok soon though. That's crazy.
That right there is it's just the government. I mean, to me, I don't know. I didn't look into it. I don't claim to be an expert, but to my own assumption is the fact that Facebook and because YouTube is I believe that's what through Google. So Google and Facebook, one of the biggest social media platform.
Yeah.
It's an American, and of course they're paying a lot of dollars to the government. So with TikTok exploding and giving us little small people the opportunity to even get out to the masses, because I actually got more followers on TikTok than any social media. And that's the one thing. Other like Facebook and YouTube, they monetize a lot of stuff, even though TikTok does, but not as bad as like Facebook and YouTube. You got to pay money in order for you to get out there. I don't know if you can see the difference when you post stuff on Facebook and YouTube compared to posting it on TikTok. The difference of how it'll get out to the masses. Does it make a
Well,
difference?
I do know. To be honest, man, I didn't even know when I posted on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think somebody was showing me one of my videos. I guess it got shared, and I couldn't believe how many views it got on Facebook. TikTok, you get into thousands. I think the most likes I got is like close to 20,000 on one video. But Facebook, within like a week, was up to like 50,000. I was like, oh crap. But I hardly like to post videos on Facebook because I got a lot of family members on Facebook.
Yeah, for the listeners, we got a lot of pastors. Samoans. I
Yeah.
educated the listeners, man. We're a Christian-based podcast too, man. We're believers in Christ, and we have a lot of pastors, preachers, popes. We have a lot of elders that we gotta respect and stuff like that. So we gotta be careful what we post out there.
That's why I like TikTok because I guarantee you, I have no one, and I have no elders in my family that follow me on TikTok. They probably do. I probably just don't know it. But Facebook, like my mom's a friend of mine on Facebook.
Yeah, especially moms. Yeah.
my pastor. My mom coming up to you and hey, I got never wear post. But yeah, that's why I like TikTok. It's like hiding behind, a closed door, can't really get yelled at for that.
Yeah, but I mean, like again, man, I think that's what the whole thing about Facebook and America, our government trying to stop, ban TikTok is the simple fact
Yeah.
of they just, China finally came up on us once when it comes to technology, and we don't like that,
Yeah, they didn't like that. They're
Mm-hmm.
like, no, it is what it is. We still got Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, whatever happens, and that's why I think it's good, that you're broadcasting on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
Because at first I always thought, I had a conversation with our boy L.
Yep. Shout out to El Banger, the number
You
one
know,
fan.
Uce, and I remember telling him, I said, I don't understand why Kenny is doing. I mean, why Uce is doing the podcast on YouTube instead of TikTok,
Mm-hmm.
because when I look at the followers you have on TikTok versus YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
It's a no brainer. I'm like, all right, he's in the thousands, for TikTok, but YouTube is. But I think you're kind of grooming, getting ready for TikTok to go bye bye.
Oh yeah. I mean, you said it, Uce. I mean, that's really what it is. It's kind of like, it's a pick and choose thing, because at the end of the day, when it comes to podcasts, really what matters is BuzzFeed, Sprout. There's all different kind of audio. So through if you whatever you're listening to, Spotify, iHeartRadio, that's where the podcast world is at. The video thing, that's just this little thing. I mean, not little, but this thing right here, that's a plus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just to educate the coconuts, man, if you have a podcast and you blow up, you end up with numbers like Ace here, you can have either up to 3 paychecks or maybe 4 sometimes. Because in the world of MP3, that's a different revenue. That's a different paycheck. Then you got the video like YouTube, and then Facebook. It's its own stream platform. You get paid off of that. Then you consider yourself, why everybody, as when they start to understand when in the world of social media and just monetizing, making money off of it, you really want to try to get everybody to your website. That www.com, whatever your website is, that's where you want everything at. Now you ain't got the middle guy. You ain't got to worry about YouTube, Facebook, and any social media. Now you're the platform. So that's why you see a lot of people always say, "Oh, follow my page, go to my homepage." You know what I'm saying? Because that's where everybody's trying to navigate them to it.
Hey, so I think I watched every single one of your podcast videos.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I did. First of all, your resume already is pretty good. The people that you've had on the show. But one thing that I noticed in all your podcasts, you don't talk much about about yourself.
Yeah.
It's always about us. Who you're interviewing. But when you really look at all the coconut podcasts, nobody's really doing what you're doing right now.
Yeah, appreciate that, brother.
You even have your own merch. And yeah, other podcasts is really, a lot of it is just crap talking. They do it for the likes and the. Oh, what made you start White Uce? Where'd the idea come from? And
man,
I'm interviewing you now, bro.
Yeah, that's fine, brother. I mean, yeah, yeah. So just like you, bro. I was doing my own thing, minding my own business, because I know you went to Utah, came back home to Reno.
Yeah.
It's like me too. And my wife was just traveling all around, and then I was in Wisconsin. And you know how I thought I was gonna love music just to help, because my job is always warehouse. So wherever my wife gets a promotion at, that's where we roll. And then whatever state I landed, I just always just choose night shift, because warehouse, it's too easy to get a job. So then all of a sudden, man, I was like, man, I'm tired of listening to music, bro. I just want to hear something to keep me up. And then somebody introduced me to like Joe Rogan. And it was one of those things that I was interested in. I'm like, oh, I like this. Next, I'm listening to the podcast. I think after 2 years after listening to podcasts, I felt like, dude, all I hear is white people, black people, Hispanic, all the ones that I like following. I hear them and I'm just like, man, these people are just regular folks, just like the rest of us. I want to hear my own fucking people talk too, dog. We got the same opinions. What makes your opinion matter than mine? You see what I'm saying? Especially us being Samoan, like that's why we really don't take shit from anybody, right? We just kind of like to each its own. I'll hear you out, but it doesn't mean I'm going to follow you. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like totally, I don't hear no Samoan podcast, so I want to go ahead and do that for the fact to give people flowers, because I consider myself not a hater. I've always and as you know my dad, my mom, my family, we were just a people servant, serving other people. So I think I was like, well, we do that in church. Shout out to your big Daryl. You know what I'm saying? But the Mofanua family, all we do is just serve.
Yeah.
And it's just like, tell it for once in my life, can we try to do something different of like serving outside and get paid for it? And that's where the podcast started, Bruce. It didn't start off of a podcast. It started off trying to do other business. I tried one business and it failed so bad. Lost a lot of money, Uce.
Oh man.
Well, it started a business in 3 months and lost it all in 3 months, bro. Just I was like, ooh, I can't do that.
I mean, it happens, it's part of the business world.
Yeah. But then again, man, shout out to my big Uce, you know what I'm saying? Lot. So Lotu had his thing going on with the WeFobs. Shout out to the WeFobs, right? When I heard that, bro, and then the fact that it was my own brother, I'm like, dude, I need to get on this, bro. Because I like podcasts. I like listening to it. It helps me at work. And now it's like the everyday thing. I'm not a person that likes to read. I feel like I have a hard time reading. When I read something, try to learn something, I fall asleep. And I found that my education, I get educated by through podcasts. And that's anything. It's kind of like YouTube. Imagine you just looking up a tutorial of how to do an oil change on a car. That's the same thing that podcast does. Because I don't have the time to watch the video. I'd rather listen to the audio while I'm actually at work. So I'm trying to get educated. How do I make money? How does rich people make money? And I get all those information through the podcast. So me and Queen, shout out to Queen, me and her, as you know, you're a Samoan, you're a Tafasao, you're a family member. You know what we're trying to do is trying to find ways to help our family to where they don't have to always do this kusanga when it comes to falavelavas, right? So that's the key, bro. It was trying to find a way for us first cousins, because me and my family, how we operate, and same with me, I know how your family. All we want is just to be that one to be able to help the whole family out financially. So that way we can all hang out and be together, right? So listen, we try this whole try to come up with a foundation. What are we gonna do? Try to think about, let's do a heart foundation, because since we have a lot of family that has heart problems, which is my mom, RIP, or let's do a cancer foundation since we have a lot of family members who died off of cancer. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Giovanni. You know what I'm saying? So all that thing happened within 2 years, bro. Trying to surface like, what can me and Queen do for the sake of our family? And then, of course, Chief Lot with the WeFobs came up with it. And he didn't promote it. My brother never promoted it. It's just like, I'm a podcast person, and it came into my feed, and I was listening to it. I'm like, whoa, tell her this is exactly what I want to try out, man. I want to try a podcast. So WeFobs put me under their wing, me and Queen, for about a few good, maybe almost a year. So, because our old episodes, like 1 through 59, we actually have 50, like over 59 episodes that's not on the Uce platform, and that's from the WeFop side. So they were helping us to learn, because a lot of other platforms are not going to they're going to gatekeep. Gatekeeping is kind of like not give you at least help you out, giving you information to help you rise up and stuff. And the brothers always be like, bro, podcast is definitely you. Uce, you should keep doing it. I was scared to do it by myself. I was afraid. But I'm like, what, screw it. Thank you to Queen for always being there. And that's where it's at, bro. The Uce platform was formed. Then I'm starting to meet all these people that comes on the platform, teaching me stuff through just talking to them, having a conversation. And when I edit all the videos, I'm able to actually really hear them out, what they're trying to say. Then I take notes, and I feel like, man, if it's going to benefit me, I need to take actions. That's where it started, bro.
That's dope. I mean, because every single one of your podcasts has life lessons in it.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all positive. And I don't know, not so many people know this. Uce is pretty talented, in the music industry too.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes maybe you should bust out your piano, bro. sing a little song for everybody?
So you mistaking me from Gene Uce. Gene is really good, bro. Shout out to Sully Uce. My man Gene is
all you guys, man. You guys, music is in you guys' blood. You already know about our side. Music is only in my blood. It's not in everybody's blood on my side. me and Trent are the musically inclined ones in our family. But that's why I love our people. Many of us cannot sing in a like American Idol type.
Yeah.
But parties, we can carry a note.
Oh yeah.
When you put us together, you put a bunch of parties together, man. We'll make it sound beautiful.
Man, imagine, but remember when Lot did the whole thing? I think it was back in 07, 08, 09, one of them years. You know what I'm saying? Imagine we actually stuck through the music thing.
Bro, that was probably one of the, when it came to music, that was one of the highlights of my life, bro. Because it was the first time I got to hear myself, on a recorded CD, and I think it started with the open mic. Remember we did the open mic?
Oh yeah, yes.
And then, and Lod just kind of put it all together. He was like, "Hey man, whatever you guys got, I put a little recording studio together, and then we all just kind of recorded our own little tracks." I was like, "Man, bro, like," and one of my favorite ones, and I'm sad that we lost that track. I asked Lot, is Celia's.
Yeah.
When Celia when Hot did the Black Eyed Peas one,
mm-hmm.
and I know his lyrics word for word, man, and we lost that track. But man, that was one of my favorites. But yeah, big shout out to Lot, man. Lot, his mind, his brain is on a different level, bro. That guy's a true entrepreneur. He thinks of things like that. And that's why I always looked up to him. Very very bright person.
All we had to do was just stick to it. I think that's the lesson I learned. So even like this podcast, but I'm like, you know what? For once, just stick it through. Let's see how this goes, bro. You know what I mean?
And it's growing. You see your podcast growing.
I do. I do.
And yeah, man, and the people that's been on it, is it No Fizz?
No Fizz. Yep.
When I started TikTok, I actually started with him. Me and him started. There's four of us. It was me, him, Sole, and my cousin Fayad. We had we all have each other's phone numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And they kind of wanted to do, like a track together, but I got busy with the restaurant, and I kind of fell off there, and they actually came up with a song, and the song's pretty dope. But you meet good people, and he's good people, man. And especially he's from Mangua too. It made it even better for me.
Shout out to our Mangua people, and for the listeners and the watchers, we're from the kingdom of Mangua.
Yes, sir. Fikiuka.
Fikiuka. Ofu, Osenga. Shout out to y'all. I love y'all, man. But anyways, Yarius, man, talking about all them stuff, bro, especially with Hot. Shout out to Celia Molinga. Yeah. Man, you be getting me kind of emotional. You know what I'm saying? Them days was like, that's the thing, bro. I was just trying to get our families up here to shine, because I was like watching social media. I'm like, bro, it ain't no different from any other Samoan families or any Polynesian family that like everybody got talent, everybody got skills. It's just a matter of just finding somebody to go ahead and showcase them. So y'all heard Ace, man. If you have a voice, and I mean, if you have something that you want to share, man, just reach out to us, and I'll bring you on the platform, man. It's not because to me, I feel like Uce Podcast is really just a place to uplift those that don't realize that they actually have a spot. They have a platform. You know what I'm saying? if that makes any sense. And then also those that needs help promoting, you know.
Oh, it does. It makes a lot of it's dope because what you're saying is, you don't. I don't have to quit my job to make money on the side. You know,
Correct.
what you're saying is, while your video is circulating, you know, you can do something to where you get paid for it.
Yes, yes.
Your
Mm-hmm.
phone could be off, and you're racking in. It might be a few pennies when you first start. It turns into nickels and dimes, and yeah, I'm sure like that Uce gang. I'm sure they make a lot of money off of social media, man.
Yeah, yeah. They definitely
And
do, man. But the celebrity status that they got, you know?
and they should be, making videos like, hey, to all our polys out there, you could be making money, and here's what you need to do.
Yeah, that's definitely an area that our Polynesians are lacking. Is the if you're up there, you know, and they don't realize that a lot of people that makes money are the ones that teaches, giving out the information. I mean, I always like use people that I enjoy, like Kevin Hart. You know what I'm saying? Like as a comedian, he's always giving out the information.
Yeah,
He doesn't hold anything in. And it's like people like that reminds me like, wow, okay, don't hold anything in, man. Give it out, you know, because the rich people, and I've already tested it, man. I've met a few millionaires and I've talked to them and they want to give information. Even business people, successful people, they want to share the information. You just gotta ask. You know what I'm saying?
and I think it goes back to what your conversation with Ush Libre. When it comes to like the Uce gang, and I think there's another Samoan content creator. I think goes by Derek. They're in the millions.
Mm-hmm.
Like what Uce Libre was saying. The Rock. He's Samoan, but is he coming? Is he doing anything for our Samoan people? And just like all these content creators who are poly, help your people out. Let them know how you got there.
Yeah.
And how you're benefiting from it. If you're benefiting from TikTok or social media, share your story, and everyone else can kind of follow suit. And that's what the Rock needs to do too, man. Go back home and do something for us.
I mean, he shoots his little stuff on Instagram. He might as well just educate us from there, from a free platform. Like, hey guys, do this. This is where you go to. This is my contact person. Call them up if you're interested in this. You know what I'm saying? Like, help us out by that way. Just like how every other race sets all their people up, man. You know,
Yeah.
it's a longevity thing. I'm sure Dwayne Johnson is helping out. I'm just probably ignorant to it. You know, I don't know. What I don't know is what I don't know. You know what I mean? If I don't see it, I'm gonna just share what I think it is, man. But yeah, Oos, that's about it, man. But anyways, bro, man, going back to what made you do the content with your teeth, bro? Because that's the current one, and I'm pretty sure everybody that knows Ace that's the one Ace is pretty much famous about, man. What's the whole thing about the whole no teeth, bro? Was it real?
So yeah, so when it started, it was a graduation party or a birthday party, and I was eating a piece of chicken, and then I felt something hard, and I made a video on it, and I got mad because when I pulled it out of my mouth, it was a tooth, and I thought the tooth came from the restaurant. And I told my wife, I was like, "Oh hell no!" She's like, "What? I just found a tooth in my chicken."
Oh, you thought you was
And
gonna be rich, Charlie?
yeah, bro. And
Dang.
then when I was, you know, me and my wife left, and we got in the car, and then I looked at her and I was talking to her, and then my wife Chrissy goes, "Hey, smile real quick." And then I smiled, and she was like, "Man, I think that was your tooth because you're missing a tooth." so, so,
Oh
so I
shit.
so I went on there and I did, I did my little story time. Hey, this is what happened. And then that girl posted that video. You know what I think is cute? People that have that extra tooth up here. And then after that video, I just didn't care. Me, I don't really care about appearance. Bro, I already got my teeth, man, and I don't even wear it. Because bro, like I got a full grill. I couldn't afford the drill.
Yeah.
But hey, insurance covered dentures, bro.
Hey, what are they called? Dentures or veneers? What
No,
are those
veneers
called?
are the drill, the expensive one.
Damn. So if color now coming back on, they going like, what's veneer?
So it's like $1,500 for one tooth. So I look about the dentist, and he was like, "Oh, your insurance covers 100% of dentures." I was like, "Well, yeah, let's do dentures, bro." And so everybody knows, who I am. So I only put it on when we go to weddings or important things. But I should start wearing it to get used to it.
Yeah.
They're just very uncomfortable. But that's where the whole teeth thing came from. And I don't feel like people judge me about it.
No, brother, that's just that natural comedy, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're like, you definitely made every. I was just like, totally. What happened to my Uce's tooth, man? He got no teeth, man. And I was thinking like it was like an effect. I was thinking like, totally, is that like is that an act?
No, so what happened was, I mean, I still had a lot of teeth, but before I got my dentures, they did an evaluation on what teeth. So they pulled 17 of my teeth out, for my dentures. They figured out, all right, this one's bad, and they only left like 5. So the rest is just.
So they only pulled 5 or 7 out. Like they just decided which one. Oh, I got you. Now they just pull it out to where they can connect the dentures in there.
Yeah. No, they pulled 17 of my teeth out in one sitting.
Did you wait? So how did they talk you into that? It was like, dang.
Well, because they were just bad teeth, bro. And in order for me to get the dentures, they saved the good ones. Oh, so I only had 5 good ones left.
Damn, that's crazy. It was
all that junk food and smoking, bro. I've been smoking for over 30 years, bro.
So your teeth was that bad?
Yeah, bro. They didn't look bad from the outside, but
yeah, not taking care of your teeth. Okay, now I'm following.
But on the inside, they see some. But yeah, I mean, it feels much better though. It's no more toothaches, But I'm in a better place right now.
Can you eat a steak?
Hell yeah, bro. And I got gums of steel, bro.
Totally. That's what I'm saying, dude. I mean, thank God I got good teeth still, but man, the back of my tooth areas is like maybe 4 of them right in the back. I was thinking of like getting some. Come God, get it, man. Those dental stuff is expensive, bro.
Shitty fado. Yeah, this shitty. Can you eat a steak?
No, I'm just saying, like, I don't know, Uce. I would just be why, Uce. You know what I'm saying? Curious, bro.
Why, Uce? Hey, shout out to I see your Lakers jersey, man. Shout out to Jerry West. Passed away today.
Gotta represent, Uso. Gotta represent, man. Shout out to Jerry West. Shout out to the Lakers. I don't know, man. Ever since I started the podcast, bro, I haven't been watching any sports. I haven't even kept up with the playoffs, too.
So I haven't watched one game yet.
Yeah, look, I had Lola Lakers. I was like, yeah, capel on my TV.
Hey, that's how I feel about the Warriors when the Warriors were out. Yeah. All right, bro. Nobody cares about basketball right now.
For real, man. I don't care about football too now, too. Ever since I did the podcast, man, I was like, man, my motherfucker gave me stress. Say, y'all 49ers, man, with the way they play. They hype us up every year. And then we get to the promised land and we just get shut down, bro. It's heartbroken news. I'd rather just continue to be losing streak. You know what I'm saying? So that way, I ain't gotta care too much about the season, man.
Oh, yeah, like us. That's why we don't worry, bro.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. Raiders, that's right, man.
We go into the season knowing, what our season is already.
Yeah, he's still proud of it, man.
So if we do make it to the playoffs, we good.
Yeah, brother. But man, I think you know what? Also, I try not to keep your time, brother. I try to keep it under 45 minutes. You know why?
Good,
you know why I do that? Because for the listeners, I'm looking for somebody that can edit, do the content editing for me, and for free, just to hang in there with me until we get paid. Then we'll all get paid. I'm looking for a free editor to edit the videos because I do all that myself. And also I'm looking for a marketing side, because there's so much things to capitalize. Right now, a lot of people talking about they like the logo. Shout out to Fua Alekalu. he came up with the idea with the whip thing. You know, the logo. So the logo's there, man. Now we just need people to back us up to help us out, push it out. It can be another thing like a whatever. I don't know, Gucci, Versace, kind of stuff like that. If we all work together, you know what I mean?
Faya Uce Libre. If you need Uncle Rey Mysterio, pe Moscow pe ako ba?
Hey, leave it on the drop it on the comment if you know who Uce Libre is. You know what I'm saying? If you was paying attention to this episode, the hint's there just to let y'all know, because I'm not gonna delete that out.
I appreciate you having me on, though, bro.
Man, for real though, brother. My man Esera, yeah, bro. So you for real about your two other future guests that will be coming on, brother?
Yeah.
How we gonna do that?
So they're just waiting on you. Whatever you want to set it up.
Yeah, well, like I told you, brother, one can come next week, the next one and the other week. Whoever you think is you know, as we go with this. Yeah. I'm trying something new, bro. That's why I had Uce Libre on. It was supposed to be me and Coconut Uce to talk about Dwayne Johnson's topic. You know what I'm saying? And then that's just how I'm rolling, man. I'm call ever go. So all right, let's go. But yeah, I left those 2 weeks open for you, the two Usos, man.
I think, a lot of us, avid listeners to your podcast, I think we enjoy Uce Libre. So I think he's one that you gotta, every now and then, yeah, go ahead,
Yeah, they go. Because if I so man, who do you like on the pod? Okay, then I'm gonna have to like lock a contract with y'all down the road. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's make this happen, motherfucker. Everybody need to hear us, man. Everybody gotta play their part.
I'll tell you why. I don't know. For me personally, because Uce Libre, he says what's on his mind. We like listening to those kind of things.
Yeah, speak your mind. Well, I'm not Uce Libre, yeah, talk shit. What are they gonna like? And
that's the beauty of it. He can say whatever he wants. And nobody knows who he is.
That's why I'm telling you, Uce Libre. Like I was surprised that so when we had the Dwayne Johnson topic, if I lay him out game plan, let's talk hella shit about Dwayne Johnson, Uce. Then afterwards, you know how we are, bro. Man, we love you, Dwayne. We love you, Rock. Which we do. But the Uce went ahead, if you come out, it's a lag, boy. That's all like telling her, you're on his nuts, Uce. You fucking Uce. I was like, tell her, if I had a mask on, bro, I'll be like talking hella negative. Even if I don't know what I'm talking about, just talk hella smack,
This is opportunity to say whatever,
Say whatever, Uce Libre. Ace has confirmed that, bro.
Start up a controversy,
For real. Start up your own podcast, Uce Libre. That's what we need. You know what I'm saying? Uce Libre needs his own podcast, bro. Anyway, Ace, man, again, thank you. So I try to make it a habit to have an affirmation for people, But that's the call, y'all. I mean, I don't have an affirmation. I just want to thank you again, brother, for getting on the podcast. If you like it, man, we'll probably have you come back again, bro. Down the road, brother.
Yeah, thank you for having me, brother. It was an honor, it was a pleasure. And looking forward to seeing, who you bring on in the future.
All right, Uso.